This is Roald, and I'm back with a little update from the Soft Future farm. You can visit our website on softfuture.farm for how-to videos about what we're doing around here. Basically, we're trying to grow organically, and today's show is going to be a little bit about how to get free stuff like this. All of these we got for free. What we do, we go to a place where you can buy flowers and stuff like that, and we ask them if they have any of these pots that we can get for free that they're going to throw away. And then we arrange to come and pick it up. They collect it in a little bag for us, and we have got so much pots. Also, I used to work at work at a place called Snail Center, and I'm responsible for recycling there. I found a lot of pots that people throw out there as well. So I guess if you contact a gardening company, they may have a lot of bigger pots that they throw out. And a lot of shops, they throw out this kind of stuff as well. And these are really useful. I can show you a little, if I turn the camera a bit around now. You see here, you see a bunch of tobacco that I put on top of these pallets of wood. And so you can see what in the bottom of these pots, it's leca, and then there's soil, and then I put the plants in and I cover it with straw to make it to give it an organic ground cover. So this is basically what I'm going to show you now, how I do. In the background here you can see the chicken coop. You see a little cat walking around here. So let's get right to it. I was going for a walk on a mountain yesterday, and I've just filled the whole bag full of straw. You know, I took a little bit from each place so I wouldn't overharvest. And I take them and cut them into tinier pieces to make them fit easier on the top of the pots. Here I have a bag of leca that I got from the job that was a hole in it, so it also it's a little bit, it's not even pure, so it doesn't really matter for me, you know. So basically now I will take a bunch of pots. This should make enough for one tray. Now I fill each pot with a few centimeters of leca. This is for drainage. It isn't 100% necessary. It's just if you want it to have some drainage. So you can try it both ways, with or without it, depending on you know, your conditions. You can try both ways to see what works best for you. This is what I've found works very good. See how you can line this stuff up and get this stuff happening a lot faster. Some garbage in there. So that's why I got it for free. Normally when I find some garbage around, I just put it in my pocket basically. And then later, when I'm near near a garbage bin, I put it in the garbage. Okay, so that's it for the leca. You can see here it's about a few centimeters. Now I fill it with soil. Enough to make a little hole for the thing from the nursery to go in there. The little seedling. Here I have a tray of organic Virginia tobacco that I am going to plant today, and you see that they are ready to go out when you see the roots are coming out. So these are super ready to go out. So I'm actually far beyond. I should have, I should have done this earlier, but the frost is just finished, and it's a lot of work to do on the farm. So basically, when you're sowing these, you just sprinkle a few seeds in each cell, and you put you need something to cover it with some plastic. These trays are really nice because they come with a plastic top. And okay, so to transfer these, I found it very useful to use a little teaspoon. And now I go in. Actually, I remove the bottom first. That way it's easier to get the roots with me when I do this. And then I gently lift it. I put it in the pot, and I backfill from the soil that I have here. What you want the soil on the same level as the top of the plant already is. Now you gently press the soil a little bit around. Make sure you don't bury any of the leaves. And what I usually do, now I do this with all of these, and I will do that, and I will be right back. One little thing that is also worth mentioning is that you see this, I don't know how well you can see this, but you see these roots. Sometimes on the plants, those are like swirling around and kind of not going outwards. So you might want to disturb them a little bit and make sure that they kind of are pointing outwards. This way the plant will send its roots outwards instead of in a bundle within this little seedling here. Okay, so, and again, the backfill. Try also not to get too much soil on the leaves of the plants that you are repotting. And again, press a little bit around it. And now you should water it in, but I don't like to water them until I get the ground cover on them. So now I will take, let me see here, I'll take a pot, a little bit bigger pot, like so. Okay, so I have my little container. I have my backpack full of straw. Basically just tall grass that I picked yesterday when I was walking in the mountain. without over harvesting anything. Now I cut this with a scissor into smaller pieces, makes it a lot easier to work with. Into the container. And this is going to work as my organic ground cover. So in this case it's tobacco. If I have enough of these trays, I actually try to get them double, because they're a lot stronger when I have them double. But you know, if it's a scarce resource for you, you know, single layer, but handle it carefully. And this is really simple. You put this on top, around the plants. Try not to bury any leaves. Back on the tray. You know, trying to do stuff a bit more organically isn't necessarily that hard. And this ground cover, it is so important for the plants. It's so important for the soil. It's so important for the microbes living in the soil, and it prevents soil erosion. And you know, it is a part of organic farming. It is the ground cover. If you don't have the ground cover, then end up using so much more water, and your soil will be compressed when you water it. And so it does take a little bit longer time to grow stuff organic. But it's definitely worth it, man. And if you think a little bit more big, you know, this is the way to go, in my opinion. So we're almost done putting our ground cover on each pot. Now comes the time that we want to water this in. Put this to the side for now. Try to get my 2 trays to make it a little bit more solid. To the side. Get my water out. This is not the most optimal way to water it. It is anyway. Now you want to give it a good soak. Like I say, water on top of the ground cover. This way you won't have that soil erosion. Wood. Could probably use wood chips as well, and that wouldn't blow away so easily. Try water on top of the ground cover. Adjusting of the ground cover. Oh, but actually it needs a little bit more even. A little bit more on that one. It's just for us. Like so. And voila! There you go. Virginia tobacco. Repotted. Didn't take that long. And yep. And for the tray that we just used, you know, So now I will take this inside. One more thing that's worth to mention. The pots that you've seen me using here, I've actually taken them indoors and put them through the dishwasher. You should at least give them a nice rinse. You know, you could probably get away with not doing it, but it's an extra security. So so let me show you here. Now here's another tray that was from yesterday's replanting. Now it's washed. I have the little plastic lid indoors, and I will just right away fill this one up with more soil. I will go inside, I'll get my seed, press a little bit on it, and this one actually needs a good soak as well. But this one could be watered from the bottom. Leave room for the extra, you know, the extra layer you need on top after you push the seeds in. A lot of seeds, they go a centimeter down, like it could be like half a centimeter to centimeter down, depending on what the seeds you're planting. Now you can just push a little bit and then spread it, or you can just put the seeds on and fill in a top layer. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna fill a whole bunch of water in this tray so that it'll soak into that soil. And for the amount, let me show you that, because it's a pretty good amount, you see. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. It's hard for me to tilt it too much because it's gonna, you know, flow over. So it's about a third full now. That's what I've found. It's enough to make all of this soil soak it up. And when you're planting your seeds, you want this to be very moist, because you don't want to start watering from the top. It'll compress the soil too much. And this water will probably be enough till these seeds already have germinated. So, you know, but also keep an eye on them. You don't want to let them dry out. But with this plastic cover on the top, then, you know, the moisture will actually stay in here for a very long time. So now I'll just set these to the sides while I'm getting my seed pack that I will use next. And I haven't even decided what I want to grow, because I have a lot of different kinds of seeds, and I have to think a little bit about that. So maybe that will be another video. So say bye to the cats and the Muscovy ducks and me from softfuture.farm. Let me think if there's anything more I want to add to this. You see here, I'm putting this on top of some wood pallets. You know, I have made a lot of firewood because there was a storm and a lot of trees fell over, and so I had to kind of almost break my back, not even almost, from getting all of this work done. You know, I used a wood splitter, and now I have a surface on top here. I have these ducks, you know, and they're the ducks and the chickens, and they're free roaming here a lot. I just lost a couple of ducks for some reason. It might have been an eagle, it could have been a fox. I do suspect an eagle. I still have a few left. You know, this is the kind of stuff that almost makes you want to cry or give up, but you know, don't give up. You know, I still have enough for eggs for me though. So now I'm using this surface This may be temporarily till I find a better place, you know, and when they're getting bigger, I have to repot them again and eventually get them into the soil. So, and here's another version, pallets on top of each other, and then the plants. These are from last year, and I'm gonna compost this and make new. You see some of the chives here, they're already coming up. Okay, I'm not gonna rant too much about all of this stuff, but you get the picture, you know. Use the resources you have, you know. If you have a surface like this, go to the shops who handle these kinds of things. Ask if you can get these trays, if they're gonna throw them out. Ask if you can get the pots for free, if they can collect them for you, and just start growing your own food, you know. This is just tobacco, but you can do the same with any herb and any you know, any plant that will grow in your climate. So here we have some potatoes that hopefully will come up. They might have been killed by frost, so I might have to plant some new potatoes in there, but that's okay. That's okay, you know. So what can I add to this? To sum it up, get some straw, chop it up, use it for ground cover, get the pots, and give them a rinse, you know. And have a nursery. Use your window, you know. If you can't set up a grow room like I have an indoors nursery with a big lamp in the ceiling. It provides heat for those plants that needs that, and it's a very good way to get a head start on the season. So again, say goodbye to little cats and the ducks. See you guys in the next video.